Phew. Not for the faint-hearted, you will get pinstriped.
This is crazy tight, eh?
That aerial of mine's had more hits than Mike Tyson.
I've seen postcards that look like this.
This is absolute magic.
Oh! I need a runner.
Bit of hydration needed, I think. I should get the stress levels down.
Round up. We don't want to shock load the winch.
We've got to get out of the way, mate.
It's very hectic.
The boys down the bottom are running out of beach. Tide's coming up and that's what happens out here.
Did you see the sand going everywhere? That was fantastic.
Welcome to episode 2 of our Built for Off-Road Byfields National Park trip.
Time for some breakfast. Got a big day of driving, coolant draining, all sorts of exciting things.
Yeah, morning. I'm just cooking up some bacon and eggs. Some of these big, thick breakfast sausages as well. So I don't know if I'll get through it all, but I'll give it a shot. Nothing better than cooking in the back of your ute with your chainsaw.
Well, Barney, day 2 in beautiful Byfields, mate. I'm just glad to be cruising along this beach. How about you?
But this is 100% one of my favourite spots to come. I mean, along this beach, 9 miles of just no one except us, the beach, plenty of mates. I love it.
It's great to be on the beach this morning. It's great weather for us. It's really turning it on.
Hey Dukes, what do you think of dinner last night, mate? It was pretty good in those coldies, right on time.
Just love watching guys get in there, camp cooking. How good was it?
Oh, I've never had mac and cheese like that, but we definitely brought Chef Steve along for a reason.
And Little Rig, well, Little Rig is probably, well, definitely the only one that hasn't had trouble so far. Them in the companion cup.
Yeah, don't put a jinx on me now, but yeah, very happy with how everything's going so far. And what an amazing morning and location to wake up to. I just can't even believe this place. It is magical.
Hey Chris, I've spoken to some locals before, mate, and they've given us a couple of good tips about what to do, where to go.
By the sounds of what they told us, we are in for one heck of a day.
First stop for today has to be the stunning Stockyard Point lookout.
Place is insane. Have a look at the view. That's my job.
We have been chatting about the spot. I've been here a few times and I'm just so excited to bring you along, but how long have we been talking about this?
Oh, we've been talking about this about a year. COVID, lockdowns, car getting built. We've just never been able to get here.
Still getting built.
Still getting built.
How's it going?
It's getting good.
Oh, mate.
But we're here, Byfields.
Look at the spot.
Hectic crew, awesome convoy. We've got everything. This is amazing spot, and we've got some amazing locations we're checking out.
There is nothing like this. I mean, you got 9 Mile, you got the 5 Rocks, you got 3 Rivers Beach, these rigs, this crew.
That beach driving, the inland driving is stunning. Hey, it's lunchtime.
I'm starving.
Steve, the chef's here. Let's go get some lunch.
I am pumped. All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
You might remember from episode 1, I had a few dramas with my vehicle on the entry to Byfields National Park.
I'm gonna need a radiator cap.
So right after breakfast, it's time to do a little bit of bush mechanics to get the car ready to hit the tracks.
So radiator cap blew off. But lucky for me, I've got a couple of awesome legends on this trip. They've gone into town for me. Got coolant. I've got tools on board. We grabbed ourselves a tray whilst we're in town. So we're gonna dump the coolant into here, fill up the coolant. From the coolant in here, the old coolant, we'll put back in the empty bottles and we'll take back with us and dispose of it properly. Just trying to make a couple little makeshift funnels so I can try and get the best attempt at bleeding. I'm going to sit that on there. I'm going to tape it down. With a bit of luck, that'll hold up water for long enough just to get most of the air out and bleed it. So I've already prepared down underneath. I've got the bash plate removed and I've accessed the drain plug. If you don't have a drain dish or couldn't get one at the time, find a container to put it in. Don't dump coolant on the ground. If you're going to do bush mechanics, it's not worth it. Just find something to drain it into. The reason I'm doing a full coolant change is when the radiator cap popped off, I didn't, for some silly reason, have just demineralized water or coolant in the car. So I had to top it up with just tap water or filtered water. My boiling point would be dramatically reduced now because there's just not as much coolant and the coolant ratio is all wrong. So it's really important that I just dump as much of this I can and just top it up with new, fresh, correct spec coolant. It's just called a beach camp flush.
Running a little bit late this morning. These boys and their fluid management has got a little bit to be desired.
Car's not sitting perfectly flat, so I just want to lift the back up, try and get as much coolant out of the block as possible. So I've chocked the front, lifting the back. I don't want to get the wheels off the ground, I just want to get it high enough up so I've got a bit more slope down towards the drain plug in the radiator. Get as much as we can out. The way that was sitting on just then, I think I found my culprit. This radiator cap is a little bit dicky, so hold it down with a few zip ties, make sure it doesn't pop off again. Bled, coolant filled, that should get me home and enjoy the rest of Byfields. You gotta do the right thing. Don't dump this coolant in the ocean, or on the ground, or anywhere. Take it back with you.
Job's done, now it's time to hit the tracks. The tracks are really tight, but well worth it.
Now, it's very hard to find the track that gets down to Three Rivers Beach, the Five Rocks area on the northern end. I've got a crew, longer cars, camper trailers. This is one of the tightest pinstripe areas in the area, so it's very, very hard, very low. So if you're coming, it's not for the faint-hearted. You will get pinstriped, and if you're too tall, you might not make it at all. So I recommend coming with a mate in a spotter. But it is brilliant, and when we get there, it's gonna be worth it.
This is crazy tight, eh? Yeah, it's really tight.
Alrighty, Chris, this is probably the narrowest track I've been on in a while, mate. How's that big rig of yours handle it?
Yeah, mate, she's definitely narrow. No, so far so good. I'm really loving this mid wheelbase. It doesn't feel any different. Yeah, it's bloody brilliant.
This is just one of the coolest tracks I've driven in a very, very long time. I love this.
Like you said, it's tight. I had to pin the ears back, pull both those mirrors in, and oh, wow, I'm glad I've got a roof rack because I reckon it's knocking most of the foliage away from the car. That aerial of mine's had more hits than Mike Tyson.
You're saying I'm not taking out any of the branches for you?
No, mate, I don't have to worry about flick back from you, that's for sure.
Alright guys, we're just about there and Steve's got a bit of a plan. So Steve, what's for lunch, my friend?
Well, I'm sure after this good drive we've all had, how about we just do up some nice hamburgers, you know, lettuce, cheese, tomato, beef patties. How about a Build-A-Burger?
Is there a Steve special sauce available?
Well, we did bring some of Steve's special sauce, but optional.
Oh dude, look at it mate, just look at the views, it's pretty awesome, eh?
Can we stay here?
Look at those rocks!
Why do they call it 5 rocks?
1, a 2, a 3, a 5. Yeah, a 5.
I've seen postcards that look like this.
Unbelievable. That'll do me.
This is absolute magic.
After some gourmet beach burgers and a few photos down at 5 Rocks, with the tide coming in, it's now time to pack up and get going. It became clear that Hitch are going to have trouble getting up this steep, soft, sandy hill.
Nah, I'm just losing too much speed in that middle section. I'd like Duke's up here in case I need him to bring me up with you up.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just not bearing myself, you know what I mean?
Don't bury yourself and we will come and get you. No problems at all.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
What do we got, mate? Let's take 2.
Take 2, just a little bit too soft with that call with the tracks meet, so it's just bogging us down,
Let me and Chris to come
down a
down,
little
mate.
bit.
No
So
problem.
we'll get the other boys back and give it a quick pull.
Duke, you're up.
I need a runner.
In this powdery sand, momentum and a steady RPM is key. A good run-up is required. It is not always about speed.
Go!
Almost.
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 It's alright. I think we've got a cruiser here that's going to try and be a hero.
Yeah, this is as far as I'm pulling in this stuff. Alright, I'm gonna unhitch.
Plan is get him as far as we can up. I might even get 2 cruisers onto it. We might do a double, but I think if he can get all the way, and we'll just pop him, because literally it's there, but he got further than me.
On my way.
Go!
Yeah, that's where we got to last time.
Oh my god. Alright, we're sitting here. It's hot, it's sweaty. Chris is in control of pretty much everything. As you can see back behind me, guys. Dukes is there. I'm sweaty here, and that is a So at the moment, the boys are putting some treads in. Once those treads are in, we're just going to try to pop him out. We are making this happen. As you can see, it's dark. Get the tension, guys, keep it going. This winch is getting overloaded. Bit of hydration needed, I think. I should get the stress levels down.
So the key of this recovery is we don't want to shock load the winch. Internal braking, gears, big no-no. But soft sand down an incline. So we want to get Duke to put a bit of tension on the strap to hold Barney in place whilst we winch. Untension.
Can you untension, mate?
I'll do it, mate.
Down up.
This is hectic. It's very hectic.
It's so soft. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting setup, to be honest. I've never...
You guys out of my way now? I need to move.
Yeah, hang on, that's us. We've got to get out of the way, mate.
Oh, we're using the chaos gear and the tread boards and making progress getting out of it.
Oh, a bit of an epic battle, but as an anchor back there and a winch here, it's happening. Chris has got comms going, we've got communication everywhere, so it's pretty safe. Bit of tread boarding. It's getting late. When we get to camp, I'm telling you, that coldie is going to be worth 10 times this value. The boys down the bottom are running out of beach. Hey Chris, they're running out of beach. They got to come now, so we're going to send them the left line. You guys are ready to come up? You got to come up now on the left line.
The companion, yeah?
Yeah, you want to be going as hard as you physically can.
This sand is powdery. There's been recent rain too. I can only imagine how tough it would be in extremely dry conditions here at the base of Five Rocks. Finally, yes, hitch, we're up. Now, the next two cars down at the beach. With the hitch recovery taking a while, the tide has come in 30 to 40 meters and we have lost our hard beach run up. We've now only got soft sand to get these last two cars up.
Go!
After a flawless trip so far, the Jimny is finally having a few troubles. A pair of recovery boards get Darren up that last little bit.
Alright, exciting times. Tide's coming up and that's what happens out here. It has taken a long time to get on this beach. That's the tide, it is there. If we don't get these guys off, we're gonna have to cook without Steve and that's gonna devastate my whole night. I mean, I just need Steve to cook me dinner. He's gotta get off this beach, there's no time. Come on, let's get this done.
So close, still not there on attempt number 4. We can do it.
This is his moment.
That was awesome! Did you see the sand going everywhere? That was fantastic.
Finally everyone's up. What an epic afternoon. Now all we gotta do is get back to camp, get the fire going, and I reckon everybody has earned themselves a cold drink tonight.
So today guys, we're about to smash out a lovely breakfast. We've had a couple of drinks around the fire last night. Pretty big night, a great day. So we're just gonna do some scrambled eggs, bacon, mushrooms, onions, tomatoes. Yeah, everyone's gonna enjoy.
What a great way to finish such an awesome trip here at Byfields National Park. Time to set up some stumps and play some beach cricket.
What was that?
With Steve trying his hand at a bit of beach fishing, looks like seaweed is on the menu for all.
Well, crew, what do you think? What a trip, eh?
Yeah, mate, I tell you, we handpicked 4 of the best to come along with us to have this 6-rig convoy on this beautiful location.
Yeah, big shout out to the crew, that's for sure. The boys have had a good time, and Christy has obviously had a good day driving today, so hats off to you all, guys.
Oh yeah, what a cracking trip. I just had such a good time, and I'll do it again in a heartbeat, guys.
Sensational trip guys, it was brilliant.
Yeah, guys, it's been absolutely great to tag along, and we've got some awesome R&D in the camper, and it's been great to spend some time with you all.
Being down at Five Rocks and then all the excitement of getting back up off the beach and trying to make it back to camp in the dark, it was just, like, that is just everything I live for, so that is fantastic. I'm so excited to have done it.
Yeah, mate, it's certainly a drug of choice.
What's the next time we're coming to this exact location? Because there's still so much we have not seen.
This has been one of the best trips we've ever had. I am loving it.